Oh, we were gonna put a baker. That's what it was, not the tailor. Hello everyone, I'm DragonLoon, and welcome back to another episode of Songs of Six. Last time, we started a new city because the developer finally released a new version 55, which changed everything. For one thing, he had it in heat maps where you can actually see the range of things like the warehouses and kitchens and everything. Also added in noise as a needed heat map. There we go. Noise, which affects the happiness of populations, as well as all these other heat maps here. He also changed how resources are gathered, such as needing to mine in this manner. And yeah, lots and lots of changes. Let's see, last time we started with the trade, we got our trade set up because we don't have coal. We didn't start with coal. We started with mushrooms and grain, which grain is actually not a food anymore. You now need bread. But we got that going. We're working on getting our weaver constructed, which, come to think of it, oh, we do have coal. Okay. And we got a carpenter constructed, and we're working on our dormitory. So this time, I think we're going to put our charcoaler right there, or it may be another auroch pasture. Don't know. Let's turn on the speed so that we can get them building the dormitory. We needed the dormitory for more population. So, all right. So I think what we'll do is we will reactivate that. We'll also put in a charcoaler. Let's see. We'll make that the metal smithy. We got a weaver over here. We'll go ahead and make that the tailor. And we will put in a stone building right here. There we go. For a charcoaler. Okay, and then we need... All right, so we need a kiln and a couple auxiliary kilns. So we'll have them build that. And now that that's done, we will have them put... No, I think that was going to be the kitchen. I think that's what that was. Actually, we'll put the kitchen up here near the dormitory. Once that gets done, which is going to take a lot. So here we will put industry. We will put a tailor, just like that. And we will build a wall right there, block those off. All right, so there's that. And let's go ahead and reactivate the weaver now that we're bringing in a decent amount of population. And the weaver is done. Excellent. So now we can start turning the cotton that our hunters are bringing in into cloth. Now, do we have storage for cloth? No, we don't. So let's take a few crates from wood and stone and give it to cloth. And then we're going to also need some clothing because we're getting our weavers in now. Oh, right. Or tailors, not weavers. And the charcoaler is almost done. All right, and in the meantime, let's go ahead and finish upgrading roads to stone roadways. All right, so our weaver is in, but we don't have enough population to fully staff it. Plus, we don't really need it fully staffed. So let's drop it down to 6 employees there. And that should be, yep, we have plenty of population. That's good. We'll bring in some more population again. And it looks like we are going to need, once harvest happens, we'll need to expand out our mushroom farms. We need to expand out the mushroom farms. That's what we need. Actually, we'll dig a canal and then we will plant a new mushroom farm on that side. Like that. And then we will activate all of that, and I believe that that is wood, so we will turn that into a doorway. Oh, we were gonna put a baker, that's what it was, not the tailor. So we'll delete that room, and we're gonna put in a baker, just like that. Okay. That's right. We were going to start turning our wheat into bread for food, which means we needed a baker. And the dormitories still need furniture. Why do they not have furniture? Well, let's look at priorities. All right. Bring in some more population. And we're up to 81 population. Awesome. But we need some more carpenters. All right, and now we can also activate those jobs. Those jobs. Those jobs. All right, so another change of plan. We're gonna actually put the baker on hold until we get the charcoaler done. And we're gonna activate this room again because we need to turn that into our metal smith so that we can produce our own metal instead of having to wait and rely on imports. All right, so we finally got enough furniture and supplies into the dormitory, so now they are building them. And we've expanded out the vegetable farm. Unfortunately, it took most of the year to expand out. And we've expanded out the fruit farm, just a wee bit. So now all we need to do is start getting in more food. All right, we have our dormitory completed with 144 beds available for our population of 88. You think we have enough beds? I don't. So hopefully with the increase in, dormitory happiness, we hopefully will start getting an increase in population, because we definitely need that. We're sitting right at the cusp of, not having enough people, which is a bad thing. So another thing I think we should try and do is build a fishery. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here to agriculture and a fishery. And just like the mines, the fishery has to be built over these little fishing tiles. So we are going to do exactly that. All right. So we got a pretty big area that it's covering, but now we need storage. So we'll add in some open space like that, and we'll put in a gigantic storage, which we can only have one of those. Now the question will be, will that be within range? We'll find out. And then we also want to add in some auxiliary workstations. And we'll go ahead and put an auxiliary workstation over here as well. And there we go. And we'll have them build up. All right, folks. So I am running into a very interesting dilemma. I do not have a large enough population, shall we say, to be able to adequately build new things. But I'm not getting in any more population because I'm not able to improve their happiness. Well, I'm not able to improve their happiness until I build more things. You see where I'm going with this? So, what I have them building right here is a tailor. Very small tailor. We're only going to staff it with 2 people, just to bring in some clothing so that we can then go into their advanced settings, and once I find it, because it's moved again. Up there. Clothing level. We'll leave it at 3. And as they produce clothes, hopefully happiness will go up, which means population will come in. So let's find out. All right. And now they are building the tailor. So, took them long enough. All right, now that that's done, we are definitely dropping that down from 20 employees down to only 2 employees. And now, their clothes level should start going up. All right, yeah, they're starting to produce clothes. So now, yep, the clothing happiness is going up slowly. And I think we can afford 2 more employees in there. And we're just gonna slowly increase the number of tailors that we have as we get more population. But at the same time, I kind of want to finish the bakery. All right, so our population is very, very slowly creeping up. So what we're going to do now is we are going to finish the metal smelter. All right, so we have our metal smelter finished. So now we can start producing our own metal. And I put the population or employees down to 2. So before we finish our bakery, there is 1 more building that we need to work on. Well, it's new, actually. So we are going to make, in planning mode, we're going to go to food and go kitchen, and we'll make the kitchen 30 by 15 with an efficiency of 100%. And we'll put a doorway there and a doorway there. And why not a doorway there? And we'll have them build that. But again, we're still in planning mode because we're not done. We now need a tavern. And we will build the tavern 30 by 30 with a whole bunch of tables in. We'll actually make it 31 by 30 so that we can fit in that many tables. And let's not forget the doors. We definitely want our people to be able to get in. All right, and we have a coziness of 100% for our tavern, so we will finish that, and then we will go activate. All right, there is our kitchen complete. And now we're starting to get in food, cooked food, that is, which means their happiness should be going up. Yes, it is. And hopefully, total happiness is starting to climb, which means we should start being able to get more population. Hopefully. God, I hope so. All right. Another thing that we can do, because we're slowly starting to get more population in, is we can drop this down to 33%, excuse me, 25%, to 20 employees, and then we can, because I had to deactivate this one, we can reactivate that while still pulling in more employees, or citizens, I should say. Oh, right, and now they are building the tavern, finally. Although I did accidentally mess up and deleted the original layout, which allowed me an opportunity to put in some pillars to support the roof and redesign it just a bit. Not sure if there's less tables, but it was less materials needed. So that's always good. And now the tavern is finished. And now we should start getting more immigrants. Let's check the happiness. All right, so we're at an 83% eating services. That's good. Sleeping, not so much, but... All right, and it looks like the next thing is dirtiness, which we need a bathhouse for. Or we could grant lavatory access. So I think that's what we're going to do after we finish the bakery. All right, there's the bakery done. We don't need 24 employees in there, so we will drop that down to, yeah, 5 sounds good. Wait a minute. Nope, not 5. Okay, 4. All right, so there we go. Now the bakery should be working, and we should start getting more food available. All right, and I do believe that we are starting to get a nice diverse amount of food, which is really, really good. So the next thing we're gonna do is add in lavatories, and we are going to put those right here with a doorway right there, the doorway right there, just like that. There we go. All right, there we go. We have a lavatory, which is instantaneously helping our happiness. That's awesome. However, we don't want to bring in any more employees just yet, and I will explain why next time. This time, however, I do believe that we shall call it a day. And what a day it has been. We're finally starting to get somewhere. Yay! But if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more really, really awesome content. Once again, I do try to stream most Saturdays around 9 a.m. Alaska Daylight Time. And I do try to put out at least one video a week. So be on the lookout for all of that. But until next time, stay frosty out there.